The next cat is Oreo, and she's another recent addition to the floor. While many of our dogs have been here for an extended period of time, the cats that we're showing you are, haven't even been here a month yet. They're, in their first days to weeks here at the shelter. This is Oreo, and Oreo came in with another cat named Patches, who was picked up by a rescue, but we've kept Oreo here. Oreo is a social eater. So what that means is that she prefers to have a friend sit with her while she eats. So sometimes that means petting them, sometimes it means picking the food up and kind of shaking it, putting it towards them, encouraging them to eat, stirring it up. And in Oreo's case, sometimes it just means talking to them. If you talk to her, she'll come up and then she'll start eating. This is something that might go away once she's in a home environment, or if she has another cat friend to keep her company. But while she's here in the shelter, she really relies on the volunteers and the staff to help her make sure that she's getting all of her meals. She is not the only social eater on the floor right now. We actually have a lot of social eaters and picky eaters. Their cages are marked accordingly. So if you're a volunteer watching the show and you see it saying social eater on their cage, you want to make sure that you spend extra time with those cats while they're eating, so we can encourage them to eat and make sure they're staying healthy. If you're an adopter, just keeping in mind that when you get them home, especially while they're adjusting, it might require you, again, sitting in a room with them, hanging out while they're eating, and doing kind of more set feeding times instead of free feeding them. Oreo is black and white, and she's about a year old. She's just a domestic short hair. It is important when we send animals home, we often tell people to transition their food. So you start them on what we're feeding them here, and then you can mix the foods together over about a period of a week, and then start integrating to just what you plan on feeding them. Because Oreo was having difficulty eating here, she was not eating, so we were giving her medications and things, and then working on the social eating. It's really important to start her off in that new environment with the food that she's familiar with, so that we can make sure she's not going to have the same type of issue in her new home. So we want to do everything to make sure that she's getting the food that she likes to eat, that she has company while she's eating, and then once she's more familiar, you can work on making changes to that, because it's more important that she eat than the type of food that she's specifically eating. If you're interested in taking on Oreo and you kind of have the patience to deal with her picky eating, you can stop in and visit with her here at the shelter. We are located at 1832 Rosemont Avenue.